let's get started. Oh, I forgot to do something on the webcam real quick. There we go. Now I don't move slowly. Anyway, yes, it is time to return to Blue Archive with Volume 3-2, Paradise Paradox. Conspiracy and betrayal, suspicion and doubt. Scheming and shadow wars are running rampant. Will Sensei be able to safely overcome the crisis with the Makeup Work Club students? But yeah, I also, and the picture for this is kind of alarming. Don't worry, we will be getting context. It'll be much worse than what you think of. Actually, not much worse, but it's a little bit less worse than what you think of. But basically, we're going to jump off real quick, go back to chapter 1. Basically, a little bit of a refresher from 3.1. Basically, we have been tasked by the Tea Party, the Student Council of Trinity. I don't know why I said Trinity like that. To take care of some troubled youth Makeup Work Club. As we move on and things go on and things go down and down, we soon learn that we are not only that we're supposed to be weeding out a traitor to the Trinity's cause, one that seeks to interrupt the Eden Treaty, which we do not know of right now. A whole lot of right now. We will be learning about that soon. But chapter 1 ends with a conversation between us and Tea Party member Misono Mika, who has revealed that one of our students, Azusa, is possibly the traitor. How does she know this and why is she telling us this? We don't know. But the chapter did end with Azusa meeting with a masked girl. Could she be the traitor? We don't know. Treaty, not tree. Anyway, we start off with chapter 1, The Great Leviathan. Azusa is the traitor? That she is. I would like you to protect her. I guess getting straight to the point doesn't make sense without all of the details. Nagi's bad habits might be rubbing off on me. How would I explain it from the beginning? I'm not as good at this kind of thing as Nagi or Seiya are. But I'll give it my best shot. Okay. First is what defines Trinity General School. I'm sure Nagi told you. Our academy's history is built on several factions coming together. As the name would suggest, there are 3 such factions that comprise its center: Hater, Phyllis, and Sanctus. Yes, if you're getting biblical thoughts, yes, and yes. Also, how's the volume? Am I coming in a little bit higher? However, there are many smaller factions, such as the Remedial Knights and the Sisterhood. Back then, those factions were just as hostile towards one another as Trinity and Gehenna are today. Conflict was a daily occurrence, growing worse by the day. Until finally, they all came together and created a peace treaty. And so the first council was held, where it was agreed to end the bloodshed and unite as one academy. That sounds familiar. It does, doesn't it? Trinity General School as we know it was born from that first council. There are still traces of those factions even today, but most people would never know it. Over time, history tends to become rather dated. However, there was one academy that chose not to participate in the council. The Arius faction. I say faction, but it's been organized out academies just much like our own for a long time. The two sides had much in common. We were driven apart due to differences in how to interpret the ancient scriptures. Their academy also held chapel classes, kept a strict conservative uniform, and had strong contempt for Gehenna. But Arius I'm gonna fumble this word. Vehemently opposed the union, and that feud ultimately led to conflict. Also, Mickey is right here. That's where my hand is. Trinity suppressed Arius following the unification. It simply couldn't withstand the combined might of the new academy. Such stories are commonplace in history. Those who hold great power tend to want to test it, and Arius made for a suitable target. Arius Academy fell to ruin. It was banished from the Trinity District. Rumors say its doors remain open, heading somewhere in the underbelly of Kivodos. They kept the location of their district a secret to avoid Trinity's watchful eye. Even the General Student Council doesn't know where Arius operates from currently. It wouldn't surprise me if those that know the story thought it was nothing but an urban legend. How could such a academy truly exist? Then again, I think most of our students are completely unaware of the tale. Yeah. That's the Arius Academy of today, a shadow forgotten to history. And you're saying that's where Azusa is from? Correct? You said the story sounded familiar. As you suspect, the Eden Treaty that Naki is proposing now is an homage to the First Council. This is a chance for two great academies to reconcile and come together in peace. If it sounds too good to be true, that's because it is. The real objective is to establish the Eden Treaty Organization, or ETO for short. The Eden Treaty is anything but a peace signing. It's the start of a formal military alliance. The creation of a single-armed organization using the combined forces of Trinity and Gehenna. These are uncertain times we're living in. The General Student Council president is still missing. Now, from the shadows rises a new, overwhelming power. And what does Nagi intend to do with it? I wonder. Perhaps attack what remains of the General Student Council and assume control of Kivodos? Or does she plan to uproot Millennium and stop its sudden emergence as Kivodos' rising new academy? I can't say what her goal is for certain, but there is one thing I know. Power that immense means the silence in all dissenters. Just as Trinity did to Arius long ago. Or just like Seiya. Sorry, pretend you didn't hear that. Has something happened to Seiya? She's ill, just as I told you. And where is she? Do you really want to know? Killing you would mean crossing a line I could never walk back from. So if you betrayed me, I would surely be completely abandoned. Do you still want to know? Betray you? Yes, but I'm sure it'll be fine. You said you're on my side, didn't you? If someone who said that went on to betray me, then maybe I wouldn't mind so much. The truth is that Seiya isn't fighting illness. Her halo was destroyed. I know, it's too horrible to be true, but it is. And it's been covered up since last year. Seiya was attacked by an unknown assailant. Her illness is nothing but a facade. Seiya is dead. And no one knows but the Tea Party. Well, it's possible the Sisterhood may be aware. Their intelligence gathering has always been remarkable. Regardless, it's a secret that must be kept hidden. Oh, Thorn, you have no idea for this. And no one knows who's responsible? There's an ongoing investigation, but it remains a mystery. Seiya held no shortage of confidential information, and so I'm sure that only makes it harder to narrow down the suspects. So there you have it. Personally, I have my own list of suspects. It wouldn't be wise to share it without knowing for sure. Let's get back to talking about Shirasu Asusa. I was the one who arranged to have her transferred to Trinity. Did Mika? Uh-huh. You have the secret from Nagi. Registered Azusa as a student returning from break after falsifying her documents. You're probably wondering why. Arya still hates us after all. While our students take the privileged environment around them for granted, their students scrape by under impoverished conditions, not knowing what it truly means to receive an education. They stubbornly cling to a grudge from years past and reject the help of anyone, including the General Student Council. I want Trinity to reconcile with Arius, but the hatred our schools have for each other is too great. Misunderstandings too many. It's not a relationship I could ever hope to reconcile on my own. Not even say I object my opinions for political reasons, but I never held against them. That's the essence of what the Tea Party does. I'm not the best when it comes to politics, but I wish we could all just get along. If only we could reconcile misunderstandings over tea like in the past. Mickey, what's out? What I really want is for Azusa to become a symbol of peace. I don't know her very well, but she was supposedly an outstanding student, Arius. I want to foster her potential. Maybe I should have been more honest and tried to convince Nagi through the proper channels. But I had my doubts it was possible. I don't think she ever would agree to it. Reconciling with Arius would become impossible if the Eden Treaty is signed. I wanted to make amends before that happened, at any cost. I want to show through Azusa that an Arius student can be happy and accepted at Trinity. Now Nagi has introduced the rumor there being a traitor attending Trinity. I don't know how she came to that conclusion. Maybe it's my fault. She became so paranoid that someone was interfering with her plans, she decided to form a makeup work club. Speaking of which, have you figured out why each student was forced to join? It's because Nagi suspects every one of them. Hanako is a little eccentric, but she was an outstanding student with excellent grades. She was even a candidate to join the Tea Party once. Her sister had tried to recruit her as well, but that didn't work out. God damn it, Hanako. She attended chapel class in nothing but swimsuit and was dragged out by the sisters. You should have seen the shock in people's faces. Hanako had so much potential in the first year, but then she began scoring the lowest grades in her class at the start of her second year. Why? Was she doing it on purpose? She had already made inroads around Trinity and was aware of several academy secrets before her scores began tanking. It drew Nagi's suspicion. As for Koharu, she's a nice girl that really has nothing to do with politics. Her enrollment into the Makeup Work Club has to do with Hasumi. Hasumi? We did overhear a little bit of a conversation between Hasumi and Koharu when we were helping Koharu return the book she confiscated. Nagi doesn't like there being such a powerful club with someone so influential outside her direct control. So Koharu is her insurance policy. Anyone from the Justice Task Force would have worked. Koharu's 4 grades just made her a convenient target. She's a hostage, in other words. I bet Hasumi is aware of it. One wrong move could lead to expulsion. But what? Are you surprised to hear that Hasumi is considered a dangerous element? There's one particular incident that may pique your interest then. Vice President Hasumi, please calm down. How dare they? Pandemonium Society, Gehenna. Do you think they'll get away with this? Listen carefully. This isn't over. Assuming the Vice President Justice Task Force, Trinity's main armed force, and holds Gahan in contempt. She would obviously oppose the Eden Treaty because it would require an alliance with her greatest enemies. And finally, there's Hifumi. She's just a sweet, cute, lovable girl, right? Even Nagi adores her. But that's also what landed her right in Nagi's crosshairs. Hifumi was caught sneaking out of the district and visiting suspicious places. This is the prohibited underground black market. There's even intel that connects her to a masked criminal group. Can you believe that? You seem like such an innocent girl. And there's Hifumi's role in Volume 1 coming back to bite her in the butt. I like Nagi to keep her friends close and her enemies closer. Very predictable. There you have it. The whole story of how Nagi's paranoia led to a full-blown conspiracy that a traitor is out to ruin Trinity. Nagi's absolutely certain that there must be a traitor in their midst. Yeah, Thorn, you're right. Most innocent ones always seem to be the most wild. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I know the explanation was a little long-winded. That is the whole truth. You said that the traitor's really... I did. But think of it this way. How would you define what it means to be a traitor? Nagi is under an assumption that someone is trying to deceive her and thereby Trinity's Tea Party. She suspects there to be a spy. In that sense, Azusa, the one whose background is complete fabrication, is the closest to fitting that description. Unlike the others, she truly is a transfer from one of Trinity's enemies, Arius. She's now at the eye of the complex political storm and has no idea it's all my fault. That's why I'm fighting to prevent her expulsion. Or at least, that's what I'm attempting to do by pleading my case to you. I want you to prevent her from being expelled. That's something only you could do, Sensei. In a sense, you could argue I'm the real traitor. After all, I'm the one who's opposing Nagi's Eden Treaty. But since I'm not the host, I don't have any real power and have no means to prevent it. Then again, maybe that's not the truth either. You could just easily argue if anyone's betraying Trinity. It would be Nagi. She's attempting to transform Trinity and all the values, harmony, and unity it's enjoyed into something else. He wants to awaken a Leviathan. That's my take on things. Whether or not you agree with anything I've said is completely up to you. Everything's in your hands now. Whether you'll protect Azusa or weed out the traitor. Whether you'll believe Nagi or myself. Is that everything you wanted to say? Pretty much. I'm responsible for Zeus enrolling in our academy, but this is as much as I can do to help her. Don't tell me you're worried about me, Sensei. How very sweet of you. We fall for you after all. You don't need to worry about me. I'm much stronger than I appear. Hold on. Well then, I should be going. I really enjoyed talking with you today. I don't know why I said today like that. You might start spreading salacious rumors so we spend too much time alone together. Not that I would mind. Until we meet again, Sensei. I went back to the classroom room and was studying it after saying goodbye to Mika. The Sisterhood. Oh, there you are, Sensei. Sorry I'm late. Something came up. Don't worry about it. More importantly, take a look. There are our latest mock exam scores. Just like last time. Just like that last time. Hanako 8. Azusa 58. 58. Goharu 49. Hifumi 64. Very close. Yeah, you're doing a lot better. Almost there, Azusa. Hey, she's not the only one who improved. My score went up a lot, too. You know, you scored 15 on your last exam. Now you're up to 49. It's the biggest jump out of all of us. Of course I did. I told you I've been holding back all this time. Yeah, keep it up. You're doing great. Hanako? What's wrong, Hifumi? Why so sheepish? I scored a 2 on her first real exam. Then I scored on her 4 on her first mock exam. Now I scored an 8. I love this line. This is one of my favorite lines. It's like 2, 4, and then 8. That means I'm steadily doubling my scores each time. At this rate, I just need to take 3 more tests and I should be passing too, right? Well, I suppose technically you're all doing great. That's right. We'll all be above passing sooner than I thought if we keep this up. No, technically, no. No, think on it. Okay. She's steadily doubling her scores. So next exam would be 16. The next one would be, the second one would be 32. Third one would be 64. And then fourth means she's passing. So she needs, 3 more tests and then she's, well, 4 more tests, but still. I will not stop until I complete my mission and win those cute things, no matter the cost. Remember, the real goal is to avoid failing, right? Rewards are just incentives. That's now my secondary objective that I don't mind completing along the way. Secondary? I mean, I respect his fellow Momo Friends fan, but still. Seems we have a visitor. Yeah. Who come all the way here to visit us? Excuse me. Oh, that voice sounds like an intruder. Good thing I've taken measures. What are you talking about, Azu? God damn it, Azusa! I said explosive trap to stop intruders. Azusa? How many did you set? Up throughout. There's nowhere to run. Naturally, I laid traps along intruders' likely escape route. Azusa! Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you? Be peace and happiness be with you today. There's nothing peaceful or happy about this situation. Wait, I know that uniform. Are you from the Sisterhood? I thought that sounded like you, Mari. Hanako. And he wants out again. Here, it's water. Thank you. That really caught me off guard. What was that just now? This is, I like that. I like that. Just how you just watching Fumi just shoving Azusa to Mari. I'm sorry. I thought it was an enemy ambush. Me? An enemy? We'll bring someone from the Sisterhood here. Right, about that. I was told this was where I could find the Makeup Work Club, but But I didn't expect to run into Hanako here. It just so happened my grades are terrible. Oh, so they are. You know her? You could say we're acquainted. If you're not here for me, then what are you here for? Right, of course. I've been looking for Shirasu Azusa. Yes, there's a student you rescued recently that wanted to reach out to express her gratitude. Rescued? Gratitude? Yes, Azusa helped a student that was being constantly bullied by her classmates. Apparently, she was called to the back of a secluded building and harassed on the day in question. Someone was harassing a poor girl? What? These things happen, sadly. You may not hear about it often. That's because perpetrators imitate and coerce their victims into silence. We only found out ourselves when the student came to asking to us for advice. She told us you rescued her one day when you just happened to be passing by. You did? I suppose that did happen. I enjoy watching Gangs Prey on the Week. Also, since we have this right now, you would have thought that you would automatically assume that minus Hanako and Hifumi, literally the main trademark for any Trinity student would be wings. No, Mari is a cat or a fox. We are not determined what she is, but she also does not have a tail. Mari is one of two non-avian winged but not human art Trinity students. We will be seeing another one later on, and there are a bit more human ones than what we've seen from animals. I suppose that did happen. I don't enjoy watching Gangs Prey on the Week. As I understand it, one of the attackers you suppressed retaliated by reporting you to the Justice Task Force, which escalated to you and the task force engaging in a firefight. At which you occupied a tear gas warehouse and held the Justice Task Force off for 3 whole hours with an assortment of traps. And that explains why Azusa was arrested when we first met her. She actually was being a good girl. That's how that started. Never retreated from a fight. I could defeat at least 3 more of your comrades today. No, not run out of ammunition. You have to be kidding me. That student came to us wanting to thank you, but since you couldn't be found in the academy, I ended up having to come here. But that's it. Her gratitude is undeserved. I ended up being captured in the end. I don't think that's what's important. You shouldn't allow yourself to be bullied. Even if everything is meaningless, that's no reason to give up. I swear I passed on your message along to her. You will say you're nothing but a violent ice queen. That couldn't be further from the truth after all. That's so sweet. But I would say those rumors are completely unfounded. Azusa is rather rough around the edges. Hanako. Mari, I'm glad to see you're doing well. I am, however. I'll show you the way out. Come on, this way. Oh, okay. I'll be going now. I'm sorry for interrupting, Sensei. Care. The day's studies came to an end soon after that. Listen up, everyone. Tonight is laundry night. With your uniforms, underwear, socks, and anything else you need to have washed into the basket. Sure, thank you for offering. You want underwear too? I can wash it myself, thank you very much. But doing all the laundry at once saves water and detergent. Hanaka's being efficient. All in line. Now. Fine. Here you go. Hold on. I love the difference in reaction to Hanako asking for their underwear. Azusa just like, all right, while he's moving around in the car. Wait, what? I love that Ryoma. I love that. I mean, better Hanako than making a pervy sensei joke. Why, thank you. What about you, sensei? Anything you need washed? Thanks, but I'm good. Ah, okay. I'm off to the laundry room then. Everything here should be dried by tomorrow. We should be headed to bed. Good night, everyone. Night. Sensei, can I talk to you later? It's about Hanako. Meanwhile, in our room. You there, Sensei? Hi, Sensei. It's me. Why are you in your swimsuit, Hanako? You thought it was Shifumi, but with Kono Hanako da. That was a lot easier than I was expecting. You really wanted me to come in, didn't you? What are you doing here? And why are you in your swimsuit? Why do you sound so uncomfortable? These are just my pajamas. What is a swimsuit past your pajamas? You worry too much. Anyway, I have an important reason for coming here. I wanted to talk to you. It's about Azusa. Azusa? Are you there, Sensei? It's me. Hanako does. Sorry it took so long. I know I'm here later than last night. Oh. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I had no idea too. How long has this been going on? Hifumi, did you just say you were in Sensei's room last night too? How long has this been going on? Sorry, I never would have posed that. I'd known. I'll come back later, Sensei. We should probably leave you two alone for tonight. I'm sorry. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And where do you think you are going? What's been going on between you two? All the juicy details. Or better yet, reenacting would do just fine too. Make it stop. Please, make it stop. We eventually managed to clear up the misunderstanding for several more minutes. Fumio and Hana got to go change out her swimsuit as well. Next episode, Secret Society. Now I get it. You've been coming here to talk to Sensei about our lesson plan. And you just need some advice? Why do you keep calling your swimsuit your pajamas? You're talking to a girl who wore a swimsuit at chapel once. I don't understand why everyone is so uptight about these things. You said you wanted to talk to me about Azusa? Yes, that's right. It's okay, you can listen in too. Thing is, she's gone out the last 2 nights, hasn't returned until it's almost sunrise. Azusa? I was under the impression she was simply having trouble sleeping outside her usual bed at first. But I don't think that's it. In fact, I've never actually seen her sleep at all. Come think of it, neither have I. Azusa's usually the last one to sleep, but the first one out of bed. I'm not sure what she's up to, but I'm starting to think we may have to step in and force her to get some rest for her own good. I can't help but feel she's anxious about something. It's not my place to pry into her private life, but I think we owe it to her to help. Every girl needs a good night's sleep. I'm afraid she's going to end up collapsing sooner or later. And the same goes for the 2 of you. Staying up so late and take better care of yourselves. Our club work is important, but it shouldn't take priority over your health. The worst that could happen is us failing. That's not worth sacrificing your health for. It's not that simple, Ifumi. Failing isn't the worst thing that could happen. If we fail the last 2 exams, we'll be expelled. We'll be forced to leave Trinity. Expelled? What are you talking about? They can't expel us that easily. It's a long and complicated process that needs more valid reasoning than simply our grades. She's telling the truth, Hanako. Sensei? I see. So that's how it is. We're going to be expelled if we don't pass all pass by the 3rd exam. This arrangement of collective punishment wouldn't be possible normally. But given Charlie's extrajudicial authorities involved, it all makes sense. Does it? I don't think it makes sense at all. And that goes for you too. Did your grades used to be at the top of the class? You were earning perfect scores in advanced 3rd-year level classes despite only being a 1st year. I found out while looking at last year's tests when I was putting together our mock exams. Sorry for invading your privacy. But why? Why did you choose to begin failing this year? If it keeps up, then the rest of us will be... You'll have to forgive me. Never would imagine that even one makeup work club member failed. That we all would be. It's unthinkable. No, I shouldn't have been so naive. I owe you each an apology for all the trouble I caused. I'm sorry, Sensei. I'm sorry. Hanako, it's fine. I already forgive you. It's as you suspected. I've been intentionally scoring low exams. But why? What would compel you to do something like that? I'm afraid I can't tell you. I have my reasons, but I don't want you all to suffer because of my choice. So you don't have to worry. It ends tonight. I'll pass my exams, keep the rest of the makeup work clubs. Thank you, Hanako. You don't have to thank me, Sensei. If anything, I should be the one making up to you. What if I did a little striptease? Would that suffice? No, you've already done plenty. You're taking the exam seriously from now on is more than enough. Oh, I have a question. Are you two the only ones that know about all this? I think so, since he was the only person I talked to about it until now. If that's the case, then expulsion isn't what making us just anxious. That mystery is still unsolved. Actually, I feel as though the makeup work club's entire family is even more confusing than after what you've told me. I doubt Miko could arrange this. It must have been Nagisa's doing. I'm just adjusting my mic a little bit. There we go. That should be a little bit better. But why now? Why would she busy something with herself with something like this just days ahead of the Eden Treaty signing? Or is that the exact reason she's doing it? Now I understand. The Makeup Work Club's purpose is to hurt any potential threats to the Eden Treaty. What? What? Hold on. You guys can just basically just rest on Hanako's words while I go let Mickey in again. It's a very Nagisa-like thing to do. She can be real conniving witch when she wants to be. You just call her a witch? I do love that. He boobies just pops in. Wait, did you just call her a witch? It pops out. Nagisa's trying to wash out every problematic element at once. We're yesterday's dirty laundry, basically. More like rotten apples, according to her. Her plans include you too, don't they, Sensei? You probably took this job with the good intention of saving failing students, but in reality, you were a pawn for the sake of using Shallow's extrajudicial authority. And yet that hasn't stopped you from doing everything you can for us. You truly are a wonderful person, Sensei. And you're more like a detective, Hanako. I'm amazed. Nagisa told me to find out who Trinity's traitor could be. That's just like Nagisa, so melodramatic. Though I'm sure anyone who disagrees with her plans is a traitor in her mind. I can understand why Zusa would be a suspect given her background. I could be off base, but it wouldn't surprise me if Koharu was essentially hostage from the Justice Task Force. Hanako? What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? What about you, Hifumi? I thought you were close with Nagisa. Me? Am I really suspect too? I guess I had to be if she placed me here. I were due to fall under suspicion. We'll have to talk more about Azusa later. I'll see if I can't find more about what's been going on. That'd be great. At least keep us in the loop if you learn anything. Sure thing. So, does this mean I'm officially part of your secret midnight trysts? The three of us, all alone late at night, sharing heart-pounding menage a trois? That's not what's happening. It is pretty late. Let's call it for tonight. You're right. We should be getting into bed. Good night. Bathroom. Is that light coming from Sensei's room? What are they still doing up at this hour? Talk to you tomorrow, Huh? What were you doing in Sensei's room? Bye, Sensei. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night's minute trois. Oh? A 3-7 lewd, filthy death penalty! Yeah, it was the end of yet another day of boot camp. Some shit symposium. The most what the fuck name ever. It's really coming down. It certainly is. Morning. Good morning, Koharu. Morning. Looks like Zeus' the last one to get up today. What happened? You're usually the first one awake. I think she's been pushing herself too hard these last few days. We should let her sleep in a little while longer. No, cute creatures, so round and fluffy. I mustn't. Someone sounds like they're having a good treat. I don't like sleeping in on a rainy day. The sound of thunder might make it hard, though. Uh-oh. What's wrong? The laundry had to dry last night. I completely forgot about it. This is bad. They literally just did the one looking around me with this. To be fair, weather is unpredictable. Now then, Let's begin the first Makeup Work Club Swimsuit Symposium. I don't know about this. I have to come to this. We are in uncharted waters. And perfectly dressed for the occasion, I might add. God damn it, Hanako. 40 minutes earlier. That's all of it. You're completely soaked. Not to mention muddied. My only choice is to put them all through the wash again. Our gym clothes are wet now. They're sticking to me like they're covered in glue. That's because you tripped and got all of us soaked. No, this is my fault. I'm the one who offered to do the laundry and then forgot about it. You have to blame yourself. You always redo the laundry and wear something different in the meantime. That's right. First, let's change into something dry and warm. Go ahead and catch cold if you keep wearing these. And for good measure, let's all take a hot shower together and dry each other's hair afterward. Something wrong? Out of clean clothes to wear. Huh? So am I. My uniform and gym clothes are soaked, and I don't have a spare change of clothes. You too? Wait. Neither do I. Isn't this a fun turn of events? I guess we'll just have to study in our bras and panties today, ladies. God damn it, Hanako. Your dreams, you perv. We're not gonna do something like that. She has a point. Y'all have plenty of fresh underwear, and we wear socks to keep us warm. Don't go along with her madness. We get to wear underwear to class. Why not? You have no imagination. Not another word. We'll just have to do the laundry as quickly as we can and dry someone with a hairdryer or something. In the meantime, we'll just have to make do with wearing towels, and Susan can wait for us down the hall. We can put off studying for at least a few hours. Why are you so eager to hit the books out of the sun? I suppose, but we're still going to be stuck in our underwear for a few hours. I'd prefer to begin studying as soon as possible. But I suppose we can't enter the classroom just yet. All we can do is take these off for now. Why are you all so disappointed and not about getting to study in your underwear? Do you want to be executed for decent exposure? Ari, why are you still on studying your underwear? I decided to stay in my room until the laundry was done. And fuck. What happened? I think the power went out. Seems like it. Because of the thunderstorm. What was that sound? We have a problem. That was stopping. Washing machine stopping. And it's locked. What do we do? So that's how we came to the last resort. Sure did. My only choice was to hold a swimsuit symposium. There must be another way. I guess you're right. We could always have an underwear symposium instead. I wouldn't mind that at all. It will be difficult to hold class under these conditions. Not to mention all the building facilities are shut down due to lightning. Our defenses are wide open. Well, this kind of thing happens to old buildings and thunderstorms. Who cares about that? Why are you all going on with this ridiculous symposium anyway? Jimmy. We agree that we can't have class and we don't have any clothes to wear. Should we just go back to the dorm and rest till the blackout passes? What kind of camp would this be if we passed the opportunity to make memories? This is our chance to share the most intimate parts of ourselves. A sudden blackout, driving rain. The mood is perfect. We may as well indulge while we have the chance. You only live once. Not that I'm denying that making members is part of any good camp? I see. That's perversive swimsuits symposium. No, it isn't! There's nothing educational wearing swimsuits to class! Now. There's no need to raise your voice, Koharu. Let's just go with the flow and have some fun while we can. Calling symposium was just a way to keep up appearances. We can talk about anything we want. Nothing is off limits. I always wanted to do something like this. Never been happier to join the Eiko Book Club. You look like you're having the time of your life. I can emphasize too. I'm happy I joined the club. God damn it, this so don't encourage her. You are? Of course I am. I enjoy getting to study, eat, and even clean and do laundry with all of you. Not a single activity has been enjoyable. Aw, that's so sweet. I always thought that swimsuits were merely meant for swimming, but now I'm learning all sorts of other useful applications for them. That sounds more like corruption than enjoyment. But they're comfortable to move around in and breathable. I can understand why Hanako is so fond of hers. God damn it, Hanako! This actually is my favorite part just because of how so fucking stupid and silly the writing is. You finally see the light? See, I told you, Koharu. I'm look at these. You see, it's still a crime punishable by death. That's all you need to know. I enjoy studying with you too, Koharu. Where's this coming from all of a sudden? That's what embarrassing things like that. That's even sweeter. Oh, of course you should relish the opportunity to study with an elite like myself. I could never get a good read on you when we first met, but it's at least relieved to hear when you've been enjoying yourself. Of course, I'm especially grateful for how you always take care of me. Thank you. I'm so sad I could just hug you. And they hug. You feel me? I can't breathe. Make a work club continue to pass the time by making small talk. I heard a rare Golden Magoro's on display at Trinity Aquarium right now. I saw it in a pamphlet. That's the one they're calling the fantasy fish, right? Yeah, apparently it was discovered at the nearby beach. I wanted to go see it for myself, but the admission fee is so high. The beach. Now that you mention it, I've never been there before. You might basically go, that's kind of bullshit. When in actuality, the event actually takes place after this. It's supposed to take place after this, but in terms of release dates, grabbing the thing I use to help me determine when we're going to when to stop, not that one. Basically, Summer Sky's Wishlist came out in this break between during volume 1-3, but in timeline wise, it actually takes place after this. You've never been to the beach, Azusa? I also heard that you can hear strange noises coming from that long abandoned theme park. That can't be true. That's just an urban legend. I only heard rumors myself, so I can't say for sure. But isn't that how all scary stories go? Yep, Hanako definitely did. Yeah, and they're all made up. Hold on. I want to go back to this. No. Okay. Basically, going about this real quick. I'm gonna get the browser back up. Oh, that's still there? At least it has been playing. Basically, there are two things that Hanako is talking about. I'm getting the second one up real quick as well. Well, basically the first, well, both of these are raid bosses. The first is a mouse bird pair called Kuro and Shiro. The second is a fat cat man named Gauze. All three, these are different. These are two different raid target bosses, but both of them take place in the abandoned amusement park. So that is what Hanako is referring to. I don't find walking about campus or the district in swimsuit that's to be strange at all. Of course it is. Do you not have a look at common sense? That reminds me. I heard from a sister somewhere in a lawless area of Kavodas, it's a gang that wears nothing but bikinis and masks. Why would they only wear that? You just said they're a gang, so that makes them criminals. Of course criminals have no problem committing public indecency. It goes to show you just how common wearing nothing but a swimsuit is. Why don't you join me next time? Now, I don't care what you have in mind. Count me out. Yeah. She means the naked swimsuit gang that robbed the Kaiser Bank back in Volume 1. So once again, Volume 1 coming back to bite Hifumi in the butt. You need to start getting a better night's sleep, Azusa. I know. I'm sorry for inconvenience you all by oversleeping this morning. That never happens in a place where I'm coming. Maybe overslept because I no longer find that to be the case. That doesn't change the fact that you need to get more rest. You need to go on fewer of those late night patrols of yours. You've been going on patrols? Yes, I've been keeping watch every night. Hanako has been really worried about you. She has? I didn't realize. I'm sorry. To be honest, I use my patrols as an opportunity to do things like set traps and fortify our defenses. Traps? Fences? Why would you go to such lengths? Don't worry. I only set them around the routes intruders would likely take. They shouldn't pose a threat to us as we go about our studies. Excuse me. You should let us know about these things ahead of time. People will suspect you of wrongdoing if you go around doing things like that on your own. I suppose you have a point. I'll be more careful from now on. Last thing I want to do is cause any harm to the club or sensei. Really kind girl, Azusa. Don't treat me like a child. Besides, that's not how I would describe myself. The truth is that everything is meaningless and vanity is the way of the world. There will come a day where I betray everything I've ever known. All of you, my faith, my own heart. Oh. And Kara's confused. The powder's back. It's about time. And the rain stopped too. Everything's clear outside. We should restart the laundry and get to drying everything again. I suppose as far as the first makeup work club swimsuit symposium. I look forward to the second. There's not gonna be a second. This is the first and last. Everyone decided to take a break after finishing the laundry. And so another day passed. No, not yet. We can't just let this day go to waste. What? Who are you talking to? This starts shouting out of nowhere like that. You almost gave me a heart attack. Just look at today's unplanned vacation day. We even got to bond together, buck naked like real sisters. That never happened. Stop revising history. Wouldn't feel like a waste to go to bed so soon. You just want to seize the night and go out with a bang. What do you have in mind? Isn't it obvious? What kind of camp would this be if we didn't try to sneak out at late night at least once? You want to sneak out? Obviously. Let's leave the academy behind and go on a walk together. There are plenty of places in the Trinity shopping district that are open late. Let's grab some food and do a little shopping. That would be a violation. I can't do that. You know the school rules better than I do. But I bet a bunch of students sneak out and go to places they shouldn't. Is that right, Umi? Who knows? Maybe? Koharu's right. We're in the middle of a mandatory boot camp. There could be dire consequences if we were caught sneaking out now. It's not like we go that far. It's still within the district. We'll be back before you know it. So what do you say, Koharu? Doesn't it sound fun? I mean, sure it does, but... Come on. One little walk is going to kill you. Isn't that right, Sensei? Nah, man. Let's do this. You're fine with this? I'm dressed and ready. Just give the order when to move. I like to think that basically that's the reason why Azusa just was straight silence this entire time. She's just been getting dressed. She was sold minute 1. You too, Azusa? What's you get changed? It's decided. One, hurry up and take it off. The Makeup Work Club is doing late night streaking. You said we were going on a walk. Keep your clothes on. And that's how we decided to go on a late night stroll. But that's where we're going to stop. Yeah, we only did 4, but honestly, because of the Great Leviathan being so long, this actually is a good spot to stop. And we seem to have a combat battle in part 2 of Midnight Commotion, so we'll leave it here.